Hi, boys and girls. Today I am going to read Skippyjon Jones in the Doghouse. As you can see, my dog Peyton loves this book. Right, Peyton? He loves to hear Mama read to him. So if you guys recall, I have already read a Skippyjon Jones book for you. So you should kind of know what this book is about. This book is about a Siamese cat who thinks that he is a Chihuahua. So he doesn't believe that he's a Siamese cat, right? So it is a different one, but it's still with Skippyjon Jones. So Skippyjon Jones in the Doghouse. Between the hours of 1 p.m. and 3 p.m., Skippyjon Jones created his finest piece of artwork ever. He seems to be drawing somewhere he's not supposed to. It went up and down and all around the newly painted hall, and this rubbed his mama's fur the wrong way. "Drop that crayon right now, Mr. Doodlepaws," commanded Mama Junebug Jones. "You're not the boss of me," said Skippyjon Jones. "In your dreams, Mr. Beans," said Mama. Uh-oh. "I cannot believe that in 2 quiet hours you covered the walls with those cockeyed chihuahuas," she scolded. "You are not a chihuahua. You are a naughty Siamese cat, and you need a timeout to think about that." The kitty boy did not budge. Do you see Skippyjon Jones holding on to that chair? Oh no. But Junebug could be very persuasive. "If you think more like a cat," she said, "Mama will catch a mouse that is big and fat. I'll dip it in butter and roll it in cheese. All you must do is think Siamese. And stay out of your closet, or you'll really be in the doghouse," she added, putting him into his room. In fact, Skippyjon Jones was thinking before Mama Junebug Jones even left. "He was thinking of bouncing. Doghouse," repeated Skippyjon Jones, beginning to bounce. "First he bounced high, then he bounced low, pointing his rear to the chair down below. Everyone knows from my big ears to my toes, I'm not a Siamese cat. I'm Skippyjon Jones, a Chihuahua to my bones. And that's what I think about that." Can you see him bouncing high and low? And he's about to fall into that chair. But he missed the chair and went careening into a pile of stuffed animals. "Holy jalapeno!" exclaimed Skippyjon Jones, pulling a bird from his ear. "The little bird says there is a babulito in the doghouse." Quicker than you can say Skippyjon Jones, Skippyjon Jones, Skippyjon Jones, the kitty boy climbed into his mask and cape. Then, using his very best Spanish accent, he began to sing. "Oh, my name is Skipito Frisquito, and I heard from a little birdito that the doggies have fled from the gobbling head who goes by the name of Babulito." Isn't this story fun? Down the hall, Mama and the girls squeezed together on the couch for a little TV. "Can Skippyjon watch Quiz Kitties with us?" asked Jilly Boo. Right, not right now, Pigeon Puff, answered Mama. Skipperdoodle still has some serious Siamese thinking to do. But Skippyjon Jones was not thinking Siamese. He was thinking Chihuahua. Quiet as a cotton ball, Skippito rolled into his closet. He blew past a boulder, chugged up a hill, and arrived alongside a shack perched 2 bones shy of the end of the world. Where the Hickito am I? Wondered Skippyjon Jones. The place bloomed with sniffing noises. Who wants to know? Growled a voice from inside. It is I, El Esquipito Frisquito, the great sword fighter, the great bambolito eater, the great fly defeater, the great spider biter, the greatest poco perrito of all, said Skipito. Suddenly, a rope cut the air with a snapito and wrapped around his paw. Whoa! Said Skipito as he flew under the curtain and into the shack. The horse was chock full of chihuahuas. They were in the cupboards and splashing in the sink. They were chilling in the ice cube trays and melting into drinks. And sitting right in the middle of the mayhem were his old amigos, los chimichangos. Hola, Skipito! Don Diego, the biggest of the small ones, grinned. We have been waiting for you, dude. Can you guys see them in the icebox? Cool pictures, right? Sí, Skipito, said Poquito Tito. Yesterday morning we left the house to buy some beans, and at night when we returned, a babolito was in la casa, perrito. Not in the little doghouse, exclaimed Skipito. Uh-huh, said Poquito Tito. He's a fanatica and so dramatica, and he bobbles and nods in our attica. He must be a pain in the sciatica, said Skipito. He's a yes man, added Don Diego, and then all of the doggies nodded. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. A jambolito pain, agreed Polka Dotito. And you are just what the doctor ordered. This made the Puchitos feel so good that they all began to sing and dance. First, you turn the music way up loud. Then you nod your head up and down and wag your loco tail back and forth to the chimichango rumba and the cha-cha-cha-cha. Stop it! You are killing me, dudes, said Skipito. Enough of the monkey business, said Poquito Tito as he pulled Skipito outside and over to a giant tortilla. Lie down and close your eyes, ordered Poquito Tito. ¿Por qué? Asked Skipito nervously. Because, dude, said Poquito Tito, at 5 o'clock, Abuelo Crispito will spill the frijoles. Not the beans again, said Skipito. At Cinco Bells, a chihuahua as old as Montezuma popped out of the holy boulder and patooey brought forth 3 beans. It's a 3-beaner, declared the perritos. Then they rolled Skipito into a 3-bean burrito. Now we are sure to have good luck. Then the burrito was packed onto the skateboard with the rest of the puchitos, and together they rolled over the cliff into the valley of the dogs, singing as they went. Yes, sirree, sirrito. It's the return of our boy El Esquipito. A bird in his ear said we needed him here. It's kaboom to the big babolito. Los chimichangos and the burrito blew into the town of Pato Pato Ganso, faster than a flea on a flying furball. To the right of the square stood La Casa. Mira, Skipito, howled Don Diego. The nodding babolito is up in the attic. But Skipito was too scared to look. Oh no, I don't want to look. The perritos did not give a hootito about Skipito's jitters. They just wanted the babolito out. And he was a dog for the job. With one big flourish, the perritos unrolled the tortillas and tossed the kitty boy and the beans up into the air until he landed on the roof of the doghouse. Go get him, Skipito, cried the puchitos. Oh, Mamalita, cried Skipito, catching a glimpse of the hulking shadow of the bambolito. Boingy, boingy, pouncy, bouncy. Skipito flashed his naughty monkey eyes and lunged straight for the head of the babolito. Yay, Hotito! Hollered Skipito as he took the ride of his life. And in no time flat, the kid boy brought that babolito right down to size. Faster than you could say chili chewing chihuahuas. He grabbed the itty bitty babolito and stuffed him into his pants. Lickety spickety, rickety tickety. Skipito rode the railing all the way down to the front door. And he bounced into the good night air, landing right in the middle of the fluffy white tortilla. Los chimichangos rolled Skipito up snug as a bug and began to chant, Muchas gracias, Skipito, Dipito. Bye, Babolito. Boogie Woogie Tango. Muchos puchos, licky sticky mango. Gozo, bozo, chimichango. That's silly, right, boys and girls? And they carried the burrito all the way back to his room. With quiz kitties over, Mama Junebug directed her ears toward Skippyjon's very quiet room. I wonder what he's up to. She told the girls to go and take a peek. He's all wrapped up in his old white blankie, said Jezebel, and he's talking to my itty bitty kitty bobblehead, said Jujubee. Maybe he's thinking Siamese, added Jillybee. Really? asked Mama. Oh, he's such a little crumb cake. Is that really what he was doing, boys and girls? Okay. But Skippyjon Jones was not thinking Siamese. He was still thinking Chihuahua. Do you like mice and beans? Skippyjon asked the bobblehead. Then he touched the itty bitty kitty's nose with the tip of his blanket. The bobblehead just nodded. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Me too, said Skippyjon Jones. Boys and girls, aren't these books wonderful? I love them. Skippyjon Jones has such a great imagination. Now, I want you to pretend that you are a Chihuahua. Yes, you're going to pretend to be a Chihuahua, and I want you to tell me, what would you do if you were a Chihuahua? I want you to draw a picture of yourself as a Chihuahua getting into the same kind of trouble that our good friend Skippyjon Jones gets himself into. I cannot wait to see your responses, boys and girls.